Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to have a quick talk today about mostly about bone density, bone health, but it all boils down to nutrition. People or people that eat a more plant-based diet, vegan, vegetarian, suffer with more bone loss or bone density, not enough bone density. To be healthy, okay? Not to mention all the chronic issues that happen to people, that happen to me, being on a vegan vegetarian diet. I had a ton of chronic issues, including IBS, rashes, eczema, psoriasis, PVCs, preventricular contractions, when your heart skips a beat. That was constant. For 18 years I had them. And it was driving me crazy. I got so used to them that sometimes I'd forget it, they were even happening. Brain fog, allergies, joint pains, gout-like type symptoms in my big toe, my right toe, tendons and ligaments pain. I was working out for a while again. I tried to back in 21. And it became so painful in all the ligaments and tendons in my shoulder and in my elbow, golfers and tennis elbow type pain. Excruciating pain. I couldn't even lift anything anymore. It was so painful. It was like radiating all the time, you know, horrible pain. And it wouldn't go away. It took forever to heal. And my shoulder didn't heal. The pain was almost constant. I started working back out in 23. It got so bad again, but this time the pain was constant. Air hunger. Take a deep breath, can't get enough air. Depression, aggravated, moody, emotional. Heart pounding when I try to go to sleep. Just boom, boom, boom. Not beating fast or anything like that, just forceful beating. High blood pressure, almost constantly, 140 over 80 to 165 over 85, in that range. Not super high, but on the high side. Blood sugar drops, night sweats, nocturia, urinating at night all the time. Every hour or two I'd be up going to the bathroom. Excuse me. Now, on a carnivore diet, all that I just explained to you, gone. Completely gone. Let me tell you, it is all because I was on this stupid vegan vegetarian diet. Some people can handle it better than others, but it's just a matter of time. It's going to catch up to you. It's going to catch up to you. It's very rare that you're going to find people that are on a vegan diet or vegetarian diet that are very healthy when they get older. It happens. All our bodies are a little different, but in general, you're going to end up with some chronic illness. So I've been noticing and hearing more and more about people fracturing their bones all the time. You hear it in arm wrestling. I used to never hear about breaking your arm in arm wrestling, but it happens more in arm wrestling, obviously, because when you're trying to, take down your opponent, you're putting a twisting action in your arm. So when you're doing this bone right here is twisting. And bones don't like to be twisted. They can handle compression really well. That's what they're designed to do, but not so much twisting. That happens a lot now. I see it all the time. When you're online, I like watching a lot of these, arm wrestling stuff. And just snap, people's bones just snapping. It's like crazy. I did some arm wrestling too when I was younger, but never even heard about arm snapping. Now it's like it happens all the time. Hear about people breaking their foot. I just turned the wrong way, and boom, they break their toe. The bones in there that lead up to their toes. Crazy stuff like that. People, other bone breakages in the body. because their bones are so brittle and frail. I found a few things here I'm going to show you, and a sad story of a vegan girl, a real beautiful girl, that passed away, unfortunately, and it was complications due to her raw vegan diet, from what they say. So let me show you what I found. So this is from PubMed, and it says here there is strong evidence that poor dietary intake of certain micro and macronutrients can negatively affect bone health. It is unclear if diet is a primary culprit for poor bone health in the vegan population. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, diet will determine everything, whether you have good bone health, good musculature, healthy organs, your good brain function, and everything. Diet is everything. And it goes on here, it says, recent findings. Plant-based diets are gaining public interest since they may improve metabolic health. Studies that examine vegetarians and vegans together show a lower bone mineral density, but not always increased fracture risk compared to omnivores. However, vegans consistently have higher risk of fractures at multiple bone sites, especially at the hip. There is higher fracture risk in vegans, which may be due to calcium and vitamin D intake, as well as the amount of dietary protein and quality. Other nutrients, B vitamins, selenium, zinc, iron, and iodine, or physiological factors, lower body mass index, microbiome, or endocrine profile, may also play a role but have not been examined and require further study. So here's an article from CNN Health. It says here, diet and bone strength. Nearly 55,000 relatively healthy adults from the UK answered a questionnaire on diet, demographic characteristics, lifestyle, and medical history between 1993 and 2001. Researchers categorized them by diet, then at a follow-up in 2010. Meat eaters, fish eaters, vegetarians, and vegans. The author found that 3,941 total fractures by 2016 in comparison to meat eaters. Vegetarians with lower calcium and protein intakes on average had a 43% higher risk of fractures anywhere and in the hips, legs, and vertebrae. Vegetarians and pescatarians had a higher risk of hip fractures than meat eaters. But the risk was partially reduced when the researchers considered body mass index and sufficient consumption of calcium and protein. However, the risk was still higher in vegans with those factors taken into account. 39-year-old vegan influencer, her name was Shanna Samsonova, known as Shana Dart on social media, has reportedly passed away due to complications from a raw vegan diet. Now, her body fat here in this picture is so low. I mean, she's got to be in the 1% range of body fat. You can't stay with that body fat that low, that long. You're going to have health problems. Your body's got to have a certain amount of fat. It's just the way it is. That's way too thin, completely gaunt, emaciated, anorexic, and totally disgusting. And she was a very beautiful girl too. She's a very beautiful woman. But unfortunately, this veganism, it turns into a cultish thing, and they just become, engulfed in this stuff, and it just destroys most of the people's lives here. So she was 39. She passed away from complications from this vegan diet. According here, to her mother, I read, Samsonova, who followed a all-raw vegan diet for the last decade, reportedly died on July 21st after seeking medical treatment during a tour in Southeast Asia. A close friend expressed concern over her deteriorating health, stating a few months ago in Sri Lanka, she already looked exhausted with swollen legs, oozing lymphs, and I'd say they sent her home to seek treatment. However, she ran away again. When I saw her in, I guess that's Phuket, I was horrified, she says here. According to Samsonova's mother, her daughter passed away from cholera-like infections. Although the official cause of death was not disclosed, her mother believes that the rigorous all-vegan diet may have contributed to her exhaustion and the stress placed on her body. Yeah, this is really sad. These people are so brainwashed and believing no matter what happens, they believe that as long as they eat plants raw and drink the juice, that they're going to live forever. But instead, they are killing themselves. So you can see that's a very sad story. Some people, they're just so brainwashed. And I was that way too, kind of brainwashed, thinking that you're honestly doing something healthy. And you're dealing with all kinds of health issues, but I'm eating raw, or I'm eating plant-based, or I'm vegetarian. And you think you're doing your body good, but you're not. You're destroying your body. Crazy stuff. Crazy. It's really sad too. Sad. And I told this story after dealing with all the issues that I had. I just got on my knees and I said, God, if you're not going to heal me, because I used to ask for healing all the time. If you're not going to heal me, show me what I need to do, and I'll change. I'll do whatever I need to do. And it wasn't like the next day doing research. But I was always doing research on health, because I was dealing with all these issues. Carnivore. Everything was showing up carnivore. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I've heard about it, but I thought, it's very bad for you, cholesterol and all that stuff. When I finally started researching carnivore, seeing so many people talk about testimonies about how they turn their health around for the better. Oh man, I was like, my eyes have been opened. Thank you, Lord. So I decided to try it, and wouldn't you know it, I started 3-4 days into it. I remember telling my wife, honey, I'm starting to feel a little better, like happier and just a better sense of well-being, That was the fatty acids, I believe, and the hormones starting to, come up to the normal levels or whatever. It was just amazing, life-changing, transforming, the changes that happened to me and what was happening to all these people that go on carnivore and they get rid of all their chronic issues, all of them. And how I was brainwashed into believing that a plant-based diet, which has no fats in it and just horrible for you, and the body can't even digest the plants properly because we don't have a fermentation process going in. Like you say, a gorilla. A gorilla, people compare us to gorillas. Look how strong gorillas are. We're not gorillas. We're not monkeys. Monkeys eat their crap. They eat all vegetables, all plant-based, and then they excrete it, pick it up, and eat it again. If you want to be a vegan and be healthy, you go do that. I wouldn't recommend it. Anyways, so we're not gorillas, we're not elephants, we're not horses, and we're not cows. They have their digestive system is much different than ours. It's their colon, everything is bigger and designed more for plants and grass and stuff like that. Cows have a multi-chamber stomach. We don't. When we eat meat, we eat it and it liquefies with the stomach acid and it gets digested perfectly. Whereas you eat plant, and I know this from experience going to the bathroom 6 times a day, and I thought, oh, I'm healthy. Look at all, how many times I'm going to the bathroom. It was ridiculous, all that fiber that was destroying. Ask somebody that's got Crohn's disease how well they're doing on a high fiber diet. Anyways, guys, you get the point of this video. Get off this stupid vegan, vegetarian diet and start eating meat. Now, I would suggest eating, this is the whole key. This is the whole key to having great health, is to eat the way our ancestors ate hundreds of years ago. There was no artificial anything. They ate meat and vegetables. I personally would stay away from grains, and if you're going to have them, I would have them very little, just a little bit. But meats, and if you're going to eat vegetables, just eat real vegetables, okay? Preferably even grow your own. So you won't have to worry about all the chemicals and junk that they put on the vegetables when you go to the grocery store. And that even includes organic, because we know how bad the industry is. They claim it's organic, but it's only like 50 or 60% organic. Crazy. But if you want to be healthy, that's the whole key. Meat and some vegetables. If you go more of a keto diet, you shouldn't have any problems, no chronic anything in your life. And you'll be healthy. And your body will absorb all the nutrition from that meat and store it in your bones and in your muscles. And it's just amazing the transformation I went through. Okay? I was overweight, had a big old gut on me, and within a matter of a couple, 2-3 months, I finally got my health and the way I wanted to look. I started working out again. I started, feeling better, and I got more muscle on me now. I just feel wonderful. All right, guys, I rattled on enough here. You get the point. Eat real food, meat, and if you're going to eat vegetables, eat real vegetables, nothing processed, water and salt. That's all you should be eating. Meat, some vegetables, water, and some salt. That's it. That's all I eat, and I feel absolutely fantastic. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.